children, welcome to a new lesson. It's about high frequency words and drawing conclusions. So let's go ahead and dive into it. The date is 15th April 2020 and the objectives are to understand meanings of high frequency words. Then we're going to use these high frequency words in meaningful sentences, and finally we're going to use story clues and prior knowledge to draw conclusions. That's a very important skill to learn. Now it's time to warm up. Let's try and remember what words these pictures remind us of. These are from a high frequency words last week. And let's see if you remember them. Look at the first one. Fingers pointed at each other and a broken vase. What are they trying to say? What's the word? Think about it. Blame. They're blaming each other. They're like, you did it. No, not me, you. Look at the second image. There's a man and he has some signs. And what do you think? What does this remind you of? Which word? Think quickly. Here we go. Sign maker. Yes, correct. Now the next one. I think you figured this out already. There's a light bulb and yeah, he's so happy. So what is it? He just had a bright idea. Excellent. Let's move on. Our high frequency words for today are from the lesson A Birthday Basket for Tia. It's by Pat Mora and it's been illustrated by Cecily Lang. Yeah, it's a wonderful story. You're going to absolutely love it. Now let's come down to our high frequency words. The first one is aunt. Now the American pronunciation is ant. Okay, with the sound, ant. It's just like as in the insect ant, the one who goes on nibbling on little goodies around the house. Yes. And the British pronunciation is aunt. Second one is bank. Then we have collects, basket, present, and favorite. Let's go to the first one. The first word is aunt. Now what do you call an aunt? Your mother's or father's sister or your uncle's wife. So your mom's sister is called your aunt. My aunt surprised me with a lovely gift. Now aunts usually love to surprise their nephews and nieces with really nice goodies. They love to give presents all the time. They're very sweet to you. And did you know that July 26th is National Aunt and Uncle Day? So it's a good time of the year to go and surprise them with a gift. Or you can do that any day of the year. And did you know that in Spanish, you call aunt tia? The word is tia. Just like in the story title, A Birthday Basket for Tia. Yeah, it means a birthday basket for aunt. Yes. Let's go ahead and look on into our next word. Bank. What's the meaning of bank? A bank is a place where people keep their money. When you have extra money, you save a bit, you want to keep it safe. And where do you keep it safe? You keep it safe in a bank. My dad saves money in his bank account. That's the place where you go and save your money. Collects. What's the meaning of collects? Collects meaning to bring or to gather together a number of things. People like to collect various things. Some people like to collect stamps, like here in this picture. I remember I had a big stamp collection as a kid. And then there's this boy who loves to collect toy cars. He has a really nice collection. And this child here likes to collect pebbles. As I said, people like to collect different things. Some people even collect rocks or dolls, different stuff. What's the sentence? Yes, sentence is Sam collects coins and stamps. What do you like to collect? Basket. The meaning of basket is something that you use to store things in, something to carry or to store things in. Like this here is a basket full of flowers. And here there's a picnic basket and it is filled with fruit. The last picture shows a laundry basket. EU, but yes, it is something that's really important. We need to stuff our laundry in a basket before we actually push it into the washing machine, don't we? Yes. The sentence is Red Riding Hood carried a basket of goodies for her grandma. Do you remember the story? Red Riding Hood. She carries a basket and it's filled with goodies, and then there's a wolf hiding in the woods and he wants to take the basket of goodies from her, but mostly he wants to eat her. Yeah, so a basket is something that you carry things in. Present. Present means something that someone gives you as a gift. It's something that you give to someone to make them happy, to show them appreciation, to show them your love. Like here, the boy is showing his love for his mommy by giving her a present. What's the present? A basket of flowers. The girl was happy when she received a present. Of course, it's something that makes you feel really, really loved and adored. You feel good about receiving a present. Favorite. Favorite means something that you prefer or that you like better than others. Now, there are lots of things. Maybe you have a bunch of books at home, but there might be one particular story that you love more than the others. So that's your favorite storybook. Like here, my favorite toy. Something that you love more than the others. My favorite color. There's so many colors in the rainbow, but this particular one out of so many that you really love. My favorite subject. You study so many different subjects at school. There might be one that you really prefer over the rest. Sentences. My favorite color is purple. Now let's go and learn just a few words from Spanish and some from French. Alright, let's see. The first one here is tia. We discussed this earlier. What do you think tia is? A birthday basket for tia. So what's tia? Tia is aunt. Alright, in Spanish you say tia for aunt. What about fiesta? Which country do you think this is from? Is it Spanish or is it the French language? Fiesta. Let's see what it means first. Fiesta means party. Fiesta means party. So what do you think? Is it a Spanish word or is it a French word? Look at the hat here in the picture. What does it look like? It looks like a Mexican hat, right? And what do the people of Mexico speak? They speak Spanish. Hola, yeah. What about this word? Nombre. Nombre. What is the meaning of nombre? Nombre means name. Yes, and is it Spanish or is it French? What is it? It's in Spanish. Nombre means name. What about this one here? Au revoir. I think you would know this because you take a lot of French lessons in school. So au revoir means what? Au revoir means bye, goodbye. And bonjour means good morning. Bonjour also means hello. And that's in French. And we're going to be using these words later in an exercise that we're going to do in your notebook. So let's see. Alright, open your notebook to page 506. Now I want you to write today's date. Get ready with your sharpened pencil. Pick a word from the box to finish each sentence. These are the same words that we just learned. Aunt, bank, basket, collects, favorite, and present. Now, the first one is Matt's dash came to visit on his birthday. Who came to visit Matt on his birthday? Aunt, bank, basket? Of course not. Who did? It's a person. Matt's aunt dash coins. What does she do with coins? What do you think she does? Bank, basket, favorite, collects. Which word? Number 3. This year she got 50 state quarters from the... Where do you save your money? Number 4. She filled a dash with the money. She filled a what with the money? Now what do you use to store things in? Think about it. Then she gave it to her nephew as a birthday what? A birthday collects, a birthday basket, or birthday present. Number 6. It was Matt's dash. He preferred it over the rest of the presents. So what would you call it? Let's go to our next page. Remember we learned a bit of Spanish and French words? Yes. So we're going to be putting them to good use here. Alright? see the words here? Hola. Now that's in Spanish, and bonjour and hello. So let's see. Read the sentence, write the meaning of the word in slanted type. Circle the other words in the sentence that helped you to figure out the meaning. Remember, we learned about context clues before. When we were learning about homophones, we discussed context clues. They are the little hints in the sentence that tell you the meaning of a word. Look at the first sentence. What they want you to do is we have to write the meaning of the slanted word on the lines, okay? We call my Aunt Maria Tia Maria. Tia Maria. It has a nice sound to it. Now tell me, what's the meaning of the word tia? We just learned about it. Tell me. Next one. I will invite all of my classmates to my birthday party. We will have fun at the fiesta. I will invite all of my classmates to my what? Birthday party. We will have fun at the fiesta. You have to write the meaning of fiesta. And what words helped you to figure out the meaning? Now they say I will invite to what? Birthday party. So what's the meaning of fiesta? And which words helped you to understand that? Number 3, at the end of our visit, I said goodbye to my friend. My friend said au revoir and then left. At the end of our visit, I said goodbye. And then my friend said au revoir and then left. So what's the meaning of au revoir? And what words helped you to figure that out? I do not know his nombre. I do not know his nombre. Do you know his name? Now what do you think is the meaning of the word nombre? And which words helped you figure that out? Number 5. Every morning I say bonjour to my grandmother and she says good morning. So what do you think is the meaning of bonjour? And which words in the sentence acted like context clues to help you figure that out? Write it down here. You only have to write the meaning of bonjour here. And I want you to underline the words or circle them to show the context clues. Alright, these are the answers, and make sure you cross-check after you try and attempt the pages. Now we come to our next section. Remember, we were discussing in the objectives that we're going to be activating our prior knowledge and we're going to look for story clues that will help us to draw conclusions. So what do you think is the meaning of drawing conclusions? Let's look at the scene here, okay? Now, let's see what's there in this image out here. There is a park, and there's nobody out there. There's a little duckling there, and there's this girl, and she's all ready, and she's probably here for a joke. And right here, you have a big hole in the path. It's a big hole, and her path leads right up to it. So what do you think is going to happen if she starts jogging? What do you think? Now we are going to be using a prior knowledge. By looking at the image, you already realized that she's going to jog and you saw there's a big hole. So think about what's going to happen next. This is what drawing conclusions is all about. You're going to try and figure it out. Let's see what actually happens. Whoa, she just fell down the hole. Now, did we already conclude by looking at the picture that there's a big hole and there's the jogger and she's going to be heading in that direction, so she might fall into the hole? That's exactly what happened. So we were drawing conclusions, thinking about what's going to happen next. We drew the conclusion that the girl would fall down the hole. So now do you understand what's to draw conclusions? You think about what's going to happen by looking at the story clues like we looked at the image and by thinking about what's going to happen next. Alright, we're going to open our reading street page 431 and we're going to be reading a story about empty eggshells. Let's see what it's all about. When Danny arrived early for George's party, he saw a carton of eggs. but they were just empty eggshells with a hole at the top, no egg inside. What do we do with these? Danny asked. First, we will paint the eggshells. Next, we will fill each egg with tiny bits of paper, that's confetti. George told him. Then my mother will glue paper over each hole. Now, what does the family do with the empty eggshells first? And what do they do next? Alright, let's go back and see. So once when Danny came early to George's party, he saw there was a carton of eggs, but they were empty. But on top of each there was an empty hole. And there was no egg inside. So he asked, what are we going to do with these? So they told him, first we are going to paint the eggshells. We're going to paint them like here. You see the eggshells, they're all painted in different colors. So first we will paint the eggshells. This is a sequence of events. What happens first? Next, we will fill each egg with tiny bits of paper, George told him. Then my mother will glue paper over each hole. So she will cover them up with paper. Before the party, George's father hid the painted eggs in the apartment. All the children went on an egg hunt. It's like a treasure hunt. And all the eggs were found. Then, surprise! George cracked one open over the top of Danny's head. The colored paper rained down. Danny laughed and laughed. Soon everyone at the party was cracking cascarones over one another's heads. So here you made a conclusion about George and Danny. Now think, what I want you to think is, do you think they were friends? Now how do you know that George and Danny are friends? Now see, when he cracks open an egg on top of his head and it rains down paper, they're laughing. They're enjoying with each other. They're not upset that he broke an egg over his head. What kind of a relationship is that? It's only you have that kind of easy relationship with your friends, somebody who's really close to you. So that helps us conclude that they were friends. Now that's what we just did. We drew conclusions. Soon everyone at the party was cracking cascarones over one another's heads. So everybody joined the fun. Let's move on and try and apply our skill of drawing conclusions in another section of our notebook, page number 407. Read the story, look at the picture, follow the directions. That's easy. We have to read the story first, then we look at the picture, and then we're going to follow the directions. The children were laughing and having fun. A paper piñata hung about them. One at a time, each child took a turn to swing. Finally, the piñata broke open. Candy and small toys fell to the ground. Everyone ran to grab a handful. What's a piñata? A piñata is something like this that you hang and you fill it up with candies and toys and confetti, and it's a party game where you come and you try to split it open, you try to hit it, and it pops open and all the goodies fall out. And this is a very popular party game, especially in birthdays. So let's see what we're going to answer over here, what we're going to conclude. Circle the word that best finishes each sentence. The children were happy or sad. No, this is the section where we start drawing conclusions. So when you read the first sentence, it says the children were laughing and having fun. Now if you're laughing and if you're having fun, are you happy or are you sad? Draw the conclusion. Next, they were playing a game or a sport. Now think about it. There was a paper piñata, it was hung about them, and they took turns swinging it, taking a swing at it, trying to hit it open. Now tell me, is that a game or is it a sport? They were at a meeting or a party. Now when do you have fun and everybody's there enjoying? Is it time for a meeting? Now meetings are serious things. What about a party? Is it a place where you have fun? Is it a time to have an exciting experience? Next, the children were inside or outdoors. Now look at the image here. It's a tree branch. So is it indoors or is it outside the house? Draw conclusions. Next, write a sentence to tell why the children swung at the piñata. Why do you think they were swinging at the piñata? What did they want to do? Think about it. Why would you want to open one of these? Now cross-check all your answers only after you attend the notebook page. What are our activities for today's lesson? I want you to go ahead and try and attempt the notebook page 557. Then I want you to use any 3 high frequency words that we learned today to write a short paragraph about a gift basket idea for your aunt. Now let's see how creative you can get with this. Plan about giving your aunt a gift basket and think what's going to go inside it. Then I want you to watch the assigned video. Alright? I'm going to be giving you the link in the slide later on. Alright, I want you to watch this video. It's a fun song and I remember we played this in class and you really enjoyed it. So go ahead and watch that again. Here's the link for it. Have a great day and thank you for watching the video. If you have any questions, you can send me a message on Classera. I'm always ready to answer any questions you might have. Have fun!